right. Make sure I got my sound on. Check on here. Now let me see. Seen this question a few times. Tony, will you speak on the Fantasia situation? And seen the question a few times, and I'm like, man, well, y'all, hey, listen, I try to speak on, A-list. Now, no disrespect to Fantasia, nothing like that, but y'all got me talking on everybody now. But I watched the video of her dad. I just seen the short. I ain't see the whole thing. I might try to find his Instagram and bring him on here and interview him because now from a man to man. Now, first, what I'm saying, hey, don't y'all forget your opportunity to invest in the YouTube channel and earn when I earn, put on by Gigastar and SEC registered. The link is in the description. It's at the top. Go ahead, check it out. Join us if you want to. No love lost if you don't want to. But when I look at her dad and I listen to him talk, I didn't hear he don't look like he on drugs. He don't look like he on drugs. I'm not picking up I ain't picking up no baser on him, no crackhead on him. He don't look or sound drunk. He in a house. He got on some nice frames, some nice glasses. He got on 2 silver necklaces, which of course ain't expensive. And he spelled the word praying the right way. Preying. And it's a lot of celebrities don't talk to their parents for different reasons. Not to say that her dad is innocent. Her daddy could have did all kind of stuff to her, and why she don't talk to him. He could have not raised her in the house, or I don't know what their situation is and why she don't talk to him. That's a pretty big deal, because most women who got a daddy in their life, they are daddy's girls. Sometimes they will get on their daddy nerves and get beside themselves. But one thing I do know is very common is for a woman to put a man before her daddy, before her mama, before her sister, her brother. Like, women go crazy about a man. And this one thing I want every woman to understand. I want every woman to understand this right here. If your family member is not trying to sleep with you, and all your family member want is some respect, some love, some time, some attention, they might even want a little bit of money. But when your family tell you that your spouse ain't right, and you know that they aren't crazy, then you need to listen to them. You need to listen to them. It's so many women who don't listen to their family about a man, and their family be right. And they might not be right all the time. Like, my wife's family could have not liked me. My family could have not liked my wife. Like, opinions, everybody got an opinion now. So we understand that. So it's not that you taking every opinion and running with it, but you got to listen to it and you got to fully vet it. And I don't understand what this thing here is about, like, and I don't know fully who, but while I'm looking up online to see if the blog page is posted about it, we'll listen to what her daddy had to say on here.
I want y'all to love her. First of all, you guys, I want y'all to love her and pray for her. The work that I put in with my kids at a young age, I dare not let, I know, manipulate. I got proof. You can't come on stage and put together a cry and this, that, and the other. When I was just told a week or so ago by a financial person that was fired from our camp that they were running up on him because there was money missing and there was no paper trail on his part. The other folk got fired, but he got her fired. I had one, not only just one, They called me and said, how you gonna do your daughter? Like, I ain't done nothing to my daughter. And I'm blessing my daughter. And my daughter don't talk to me because I'm trying to help her. You say you love God, but you put a man before him. How can a man come out of prison and then listen to the video? The man said, she chose me. Bible readers, is that what the word say? He's supposed to chose her on behalf of my daughter, even if she hate me and I don't hardly talk. It don't matter. I don't care how she feel about me. I'm responsible. I made her. You can't know it ain't about no money. Like I say, I ain't worried about that. It's just Mary J, Wendy Weed, a lot of them. Why not her? But if this happened and it don't work out, the ones that went against me, they gonna tuck their tail and run and hide. But I'm just tired of him coming up doing this big time, slow walking, anti-bishop move. God, I've been praying for her. Preying. Fantasia, I see you on here. I'm glad that you come on here. You got to stop being manipulated. I got the word from your camp. What is going on? You hired, you fired. The lady had to fire some of your assistants and this, that, and the other, and they come down to your husband and they can find the paper trail. So I'm glad you got to stop letting this man. And number one, I can't talk to you. So I'm glad that you came here. You're shortening your days because of a man that you don't know. Matter of fact, bring him on here. I'm a man. I'm your father. I'm a man. He runs from me because he know I know him. You don't even you get along with two brothers. You don't even get along with your other brother. And he helped make you your brother. That walking out of that's a.
All right. So
that walking out of that's a.
That right there, and see that's the thing is with the family drama. Now I went to the blog page and they posted Fantasia say she coming on out and she finna stand up for her husband. Oh, let me switch my microphone. Y'all forgive me. She finna stand up for her husband now. And say Fantasia goes off after her father accuses his husband, Kendall, of stealing money from her. Now listen. Kendall do look like he will misappropriate a few dollars. I ain't gonna tell you now a lie. He do look like he will misappropriate a few dollars now. Kendall also look like he could be in this for the wrong reasons. I ain't saying nothing bad about Fantasia, but at the picture I'm seeing, what they showing, Kendall type don't normally go for the authentic black beauty. Kendall type normally goes for a white woman. Normally a white woman. If they go for a black woman, it's typically a different type of black woman. Fantasia, I could tell she's in love like every woman deserves to be. But one of the things about it is a lot of times is, although your daddy not perfect, it's still your daddy. And then here they saying, you know, one lady said, is this the same man that sued her for $10 million? And then everybody got her together and said he didn't sue her for $10 million. He sued the publishing company for $10 million for publishing what he said is a lie. And so she is, Fantasia stepping up for her man. And I get it. But I'll be honest with you. As a man, a husband needs no defense. Like the woman, if your daddy wrong, you as a woman can let your husband speak up to your daddy. And like the daddy said, bring him on here. Let the husband speak up. The husband shouldn't have his wife coming out to speak on his behalf and to vouch for him, and she got to go live for him, and she got to do all of that. Now, at this point, it's man versus man, because if you don't respect your dad, then there's no reason why you can't let your dad be spoke to by your husband. There's no reason why you can't let your husband stand up as a man and speak to your dad. But your husband could feel like it's some truth to what your dad's saying, and that your dad could hit some points that is real, and he don't want to be under that fire, under that smoke. Now, I'm not a hater because I love love. I love love, but I'm always skeptical of these type of situations when a woman is in a position to where she can get money and she can have fame. A lot of times she get a man that don't really love her and don't want her for her. Because Fantasia look it's an acquired taste, because you see how her smile is, how big her smile is what we call growing up a Kool-Aid smile. And then she has a very unique voice when she talk. It got a certain kind of pitch and rasp to it. Men have a lot of pet peeves. And if you know anything about relationships and about men, then you know that. If you're a human, you know that. If you talk to a man and he have a certain squeak to his voice, you might be like, I like him, like he handsome, but his voice, it just bothers me. It make my skin crawl. Fantasia got one of those voices that it could do that to certain men. And she also has a look that is not promoted, it's not praised. It's a natural beauty, but it's not what these men are seeing and what they program by. And see, that's the thing. A lot of people think, and they try to say, oh, well, Tony, you just going off of what you like. I think she beautiful. Like I know how to see real beauty. But what I understand is that the average man who don't do this every day is programmed by societal standards and the beauty constructs of society. And then what women will say, oh, she beautiful. It's like, are you a carpet muncher? If you date women, then what you're saying has some validity. But if you don't date women, then you will never be able to see a woman the way a man sees a woman. So this where y'all and people get mad. And that's why I had that blog that posted me about the Super Scent thing, and they took what I was saying out of context. I had them take that down. And because this is my copywritten content and it's for my audience, for people who have followed my messages and my teachings, and they know what I mean by looks compatibility, and they understand that I'm not saying a person is ugly. I'm saying that certain looks are attracted to certain looks. And when it goes outside of that, it doesn't mean that it's not real, but it is cause for pause. You have to take a beat, take a moment, and you got to look in it and say, okay, what do you see in her? Why do you like her? What is it about her that you are into? And then she said her husband is, Fantasia said, I wasn't going to do this, but this has gotten out of hand. Joseph Barino, I can't even call you dad or a father. You are a donor. Now she getting out there now. She getting out there. And the Bible say, honor your mother and father, and your days will be long upon this earth. As a child, it's still a hierarchy. That don't mean you have to kiss the butt, but you got to choose how you talk with your parents. You got to be careful what you say to your parents, because it's still your parents. And so that's why that relationship is in place, because what God is about, he's about honoring authority. That's what God is about. That's why the man submit unto God, the wife submit unto the husband. So she's submitting unto her husband, but she also dishonoring her father. Whereas what you do with a situation like this, you come out and you say, hey, I'm asking for y'all to please respect my family's privacy. You know, my father has his opinions. That's my father. He has a right to his opinion just like everybody else. I love him. I wish him the best. We're not on talking terms, but at this time, I would not be disparaging my father. I would not be speaking out on this because this truthfully is nobody's business but my own. God bless y'all. Keep y'all head up. Go on about the business. That's how you handle that in the sight of God. And you let God deal with your daddy instead of reducing your dad and to a donor and going at him like that and stooping to his level. Because if he's at a low level of immaturity, it doesn't benefit you to stoop to his level. You got to stay where you at and stay on the level you on and make him elevate to your level. And if he coming out and saying something, yes, it could be like, he could be like Glorilla's sister. He could be mad that he ain't getting no money. But at the same time, you got to think about it. Glorilla's sister came out and said she ain't getting no money because she worrying about her pockets. She ain't come out in defense of Glorilla and a man taking advantage of her and she trying to put her on game, but she's saying it publicly because Glorilla got her blocked and she can't say it to her directly. So sound like dad can't say nothing to his daughter directly, so he going out publicly and he's saying this right here. But it's not about money. He not saying you don't give me no money. He's saying this man is stealing from you and this man is using you, and somebody in your camp done came to me and told me what they done found, and they brought this up and they got fired. Be careful. That's what he's saying. And so regardless of whether he a drug addict, whether he, and then she posted a misdemeanor crime of that right there. And to me, it don't really say a lot because, to be honest with you, if you know men, we all done been through that. And you know that the way our police system work, if them police get called, y'all could have been standing there arguing, yelling in each other's face, and you going down there. Especially if it's racist police. So it's like, I take it with a grain of salt. It's like, it's not like she posted a picture with it or nothing like that. Like, if it's so many of us that could have had them charges. So I don't take it. It's different. Now, if it posted something like something he did to a child or something like that, and it was something like that. But with this type of stuff, it's like, it could have been anything. Like, they could have been in a pushing match. He could have got hit and hit back. It's like, it don't, but for her to even go to that point too. And then she said, tonight I should help you finish the war you started. And it's just not necessary. It's just not necessary to go live and do all of that. And it's like she becomes the man, her husband barking dog. It's like, if somebody try me, my wife might go in the comment section, leave a message and leave it there. But to go live and to do all that ain't necessary if it ain't no truth to it. Like, you can address it and move on. I get it. But, and then just with her and her husband, it's like, when you meet a man after you famous, you always got to be careful. You always got to be careful when you meet a man after you famous. Because you never know. You never know why he really there. And I worry about that. I worry about that. me personally, on the outside looking in, and my opinion don't matter. But because they public figures and we have to see them, and this makes us look into our own relationships, and it makes us question and wonder what's real and what's fake. That's why I have to address it, because it publicly affects us as a whole. And me personally, on the outside looking in, her husband and her, it don't look genuine to me. Hey, what they got going on? Y'all, give me 1 second. Y'all forgive me. People don't be having common sense. I'm sitting here, I'm hearing the blower out there, and I hear something crashing. I'm like, what's going on? She done blowed all the leaves and rocks and sand off the sidewalk into my car. My car got dirt and sand all on top of it and leaves. Like, man, what is you doing? Like, you trying to mess up my car? This a one of one. This the only one in the country, ma'am. You spraying all this. I had to have her come blow all that off my car. And listen, I had to block somebody yesterday. The guy, he ain't say nothing. He was like, man, every time Tony in the car, something happened, then somebody gonna comment. Yeah, I be like, you ain't got to make something up every D video. Block. I don't make nothing up. And don't come on here questioning my authenticity, thinking I'm making something up for a video. Shut up. You block. And don't be cussing in my comments either, dummy. Nah, deal with that. And so I'm like, boy, customer service, boy, people just crazy. Like, man, you see this car right here. You see this is a yellow and black Range Rover. You know you don't see that air well. And you spraying all the stuff off the sidewalk into the car. So it's like, now I got to go down and talk to you. And she don't speak no English. So it's like, ma'am, come on now. Now I can't even talk to her and tell her what she did wrong, because she don't speak no English. And it's like, y'all, why y'all got this woman out here doing this? Because she probably ain't used to doing that and doing that type of job, like in the lawn care. She probably new to it and, you know, working, trying to help provide for her family. I'm going to tell her husband, you wrong for that. Got your woman out here doing lawn care. It's like, help her find something what she could do to where she ain't got to be out here in the elements and all that. Let the woman rest in her feminine. Because now she got to deal with men coming out and mad at her blowing rocks. Whereas if that was a man, I would have got with it behind. But because he's a woman, I just had the sign language like, I say, you got to be careful. I say, I'm showing her on the hood and all that. But back to what I was saying, that just be devil always trying to mess something up. I got to coach in 6 minutes. But listen to me. I'm going to tell you like this right here. Y'all asked me to address this right here. So I'm addressing it. But remember, this not a gossip page. So you have to take and apply this right here to your relationship. So the number one thing is, yes, you take everything in context. So if you know your family is hating on your spouse, your boyfriend, girlfriend, because they want money, that's one thing. You take that in context. But at the same time, when they say something, and you know they're not strung out on drugs, even if they is strung out on drugs, you still need to look in. You need to look in now. Because a disgruntled, a hater still could tell you the truth. Had to block another lady talking about, Tony, you talking about, oh, can't nobody give you no advice or nothing like that. I ain't talking about anybody in the world. I'm talking about these dummies online. I take advice from my wife. I take advice from my daddy. I take advice from my mama. I take advice from people that I know, love, and trust. I'm not finna take no advice from no dummy online. It's like what's understood ain't got to be explained. Hush. And so you got to be able to look in. And so now if I'm Fantasia, I'm going into the books. And I'm going to look at the books. Now, it might be some money moved around and some stuff done that she knows about and she's okay with. And it looks funny to an accountant, but she know about it. But if I was her, I'm going and looking at them transactions just to make sure everything is on the up and up and everything is done the right way. and that what we got going on in here is legit, and that husband not siphoning off no money. Because this the thing, you dealing with humans. So when you meet a man after you already famous, this ain't your high school sweetheart. This ain't somebody who chose you when your teeth was worse, or your face was worse, or your hair was worse, or your body was worse, or whatever. You ain't have no money. It ain't somebody who chose you for you at your bare bones. This somebody who chose you as a celebrity. So you got to be careful with that, because what we can do as a man is we could get with a woman because we know we look better than her, and we know we could get women that are traditionally different looking or better looking or more rare or more exotic or more this or more that, more fit, more light, more dark, more tall, more short, more bigger booty, bigger breast, whatever it is. When we know we could get something different, that woman may feel like, oh, this person is better than me, then we become a little more skeptical. Y'all forgive me. They hadn't came back down here with that blow. I had to go out there, and there was a brother out there who speak English, so I had to get him to run down and tell him to talk to the crew lead, to talk to her in Spanish, to let her know about blowing these rocks, because there's rocks up there somehow blowing it into my car. But listen to me. Let me push my session back 5 minutes. So this right here throwing me off. Got me running behind. So y'all forgive me. Let me push my session back. All righty. Now, so listen to me. Always look within. So when my mama and sister, they would say something, I would go to my wife and be like, hey, well, mama and sister said this right here now. So explain this right here to me. And I have to get understanding on that, get clarity on it. And if I found out it was foolishness and it was a bunch of nothingness, then I would go to my mama and sister and I would check them. And I will put them in their place and say, listen, this is my wife. I chose her. So if I chose wrong, I'm the fool. I'm the dummy. But what you're not going to do is you're not going to disrespect my wife. So feel how you want to feel. Say what you want to say. You could talk to me and I'll put you in your place. And if I'm choosing to take a risk, that's on me. But you're not going to disrespect my wife. And if you disrespect my wife, then I'm not going to be in your life. And everything that I'm doing for you, gonna get cut off. Point blank, period. And that's how a man handle it now. Now with a woman like Fantasia, same thing. She could have talked to her daddy. I don't come online and send a message to my mom and sister. I say that to them directly. And then I share it teaching so other people can learn and benefit from it. But I tell them directly. And anybody in my life done got cut off and got blocked for disrespecting my wife. And I know my wife ain't perfect, but I have to deal with her directly with the things that need to be dealt with or addressed. But at the same time, to the public and to everybody else, I am her protector. I'm going to protect her. But if it's anything that has some validity that need to be sorted out, we going to handle that. I ain't going to turn no blind eye and just be like, oh, no, she could do no wrong. And, oh, no, she absolutely perfect. And, oh, no, she's an angel. No, we going to address what need to be addressed now. And so that's what Fantasia got to realize is her husband ain't perfect. And her husband could be mismanaging that money, could be stealing that money. And what the employees told the daddy could be true. And she need to look into that. Because here's the thing. Don't come up during a show and propose if we already married. Take some of your money that we making and create me a vacation and have them put an arch and some flowers and you do a custom proposal. Don't do it for the whole world. The whole world ain't got to see it. If you want to repropose and get back on one knee, that need between me and you. You ain't got to do all that for the whole world. That's all that grandiose showosity. That could be between you and me now. If it's genuine and it's authentic. And then we could you could have somebody record it if you want to, and we could decide if we want to release this. Because this right here, our relationship is a house. This ain't for the show of the world. Like me and my wife, we didn't even post on Valentine's because it just so oversaturated and people just misusing it, and it just all of this right there. It's like our love authentic. We ain't got to post. We ain't got to prove our love to nobody. It's authentic. So guess what? We were having such a good time on Valentine's and doing so much and spending so much time together. Man, we forgot to post. We ain't even post. Ain't even worried about it. Went on about our life. And that's what people got to start realizing and doing too. So that's what when her daddy seen that, it triggered him. And he's like, why are you doing all this? Why are you doing this big show? And he like, what I just heard about you stealing money, and then you do this, some ain't adding up. And he gonna speak out because at the end of the day, it's still his daughter. And so I'm gonna tell you, hear what your parents got to say now. If it ain't no validity, you still need to test the theory and make sure it's no validity to it. But if it is, stuff need to get addressed. And never dishonor and disrespect your parents. The Bible tells a parent not to provoke the child too. So the Bible has accountability for a parent too. But each of us have to stand before God for what we do. So if your parent provoke you, that's on your parent and they got the answer to God. But if you disrespect and dishonor your parent, now that's on you. Because the Bible say, be angry and sin not. Vengeance is mine, saith the Lord. So you let God do what he's supposed to do. So I never disrespect my mom or my dad. No matter how mad I get, I never disrespect them. I never cuss at them, cuss talking to them, yell, call them names. Never did none of that. Now, I can't say the same for everybody in my family now, but I've never done that. Some people disrespect their parents, and I done seen it. But guess what? I believe it's the price to pay for dishonoring your mother and father. So I ain't gonna do that right there. So, hey, y'all get this right here. Fantasia, you need to look into it now. I'm hoping everything is legit and real. Give me a call if y'all need a relationship coach at some point. But it is a little unique, little match. Don't mean it can't be real now. But you got to look on into it. And the thing about it is, I don't know if she went live or not, but it's like you doing all that now. Daddy go to talking and saying what he really know and what he really done heard. It could get messy all the way around. And then some stuff could really come out. And then an employee could come out and say what they know. And so it's like you could make the situation worse by addressing it, because if the husband done did something with another woman or something like that, and she want to come out, or something, it could get real ugly. So y'all got to be careful with that stuff when you out here with your relationship. And remember, treat your relationship like a house. Lock your doors, close your blinds, cut your grass so you can see the snakes, and pay your dues. It is Tony Gaskins. All the important links in the description. God bless you. We'll talk soon.